Overall healing picture, very, very nice. You know, a little bit, a couple times out of position, but very nice attention to heal. 18 out of 20. Figure 8, a little bit wide on both ends, 4 out of 5. The haul just a little bit slow, 1.5 out of 2. The down, a little bit slow, 2.5 out of 3. The food refusal was demonstrated correctly, 5 out of 5. The reset, again, just a little bit slow, and 1.5 out of 2. The fast pace, when the decoy started to pick up the action, he just stepped out of position a little bit. Not much, 1.5 out of 2. The slow was demonstrated correct, and the normal was demonstrated correct. Those are both 2-point exercises. The about turn, a little bit out of position, 1.5 out of 2. The left turn, again, just a little bit out of position, 1.5 out of 2. Now, we did the down in motion. Okay, we did really nice down in motion. But when you gave the first change of position command, he went to recall. Okay, so as a smart handler, you put your dog back. Okay, so you can regain points. Unfortunately, that had to 0 the down in motion, and had to 0 the first change of position. Okay. The second change of position, just a little bit slow, 2.5 out of 3. The recall to heal, when the decoys took off, he got really distracted. He came far out in front of you, and then flipped back around. You got him back under control. So I had to take a 1.5 off that, 3.5 out of 5. The right turn, just a little bit wide, 1.5 out of 2. And then the in-motion exercise, just a little bit slow, 2.5 out of 3. Okay. Unfortunately, he went around the first obstacle. Okay, so I had to 0 the first obstacle. The second obstacle was demonstrated correctly, 2 out of 2. And the recall also, when he came here, he came out of position, he came back in position, 4 out of 5. The finish was just a little bit crooked, 2.5 out of 3. And then the recall, again, he came out of position, he'd gone back in position, 3.5 out of 5. The down, he did take, 1 or 2 steps, and then finally went into a sit and went into a down. Okay, so just took a little bit, what happened there, 2.5 out of 3. And then the recall could have been a little faster, 4 to 5. And then the finish was just a little bit crooked, 2.5. Unfortunately, the retrieve was not demonstrated. Okay. In the future, when it comes down, the retrieve is at the end. Okay. This is the place where you want to try to salvage as many points as you can, because it's the difference between, getting enough points to pass obedience and not getting enough points to pass obedience. So you threw it out, you got distracted, you took on your own decision to go and pick it up and try to do a rethrow. For handling for the future, what I would have done was maybe take a couple steps forward and try to make it a little easier for him, because he was distracted by all these decoys talking to him. So unfortunately, we had to demonstrate that we had to 0 the retrieve. Okay, so for handling wise, 1, 2, 3. If you work on these core components, okay, I think you're going to do very nicely. It's just, when you start to 0 things, even though they're small point deductions, that's where we come into an issue. Okay, so unfortunately, not enough points to pass today, but we really look forward to seeing you in the future, and hope you're going to come through. Fight work.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.